So, to talk about the place down under, I thought it was best to ask my resident Aussie friend.
Many of us are big Simpsons fans here in Australia, and overall, I get a good laugh out of this episode.
So, to introduce our next country, I invited the most Canadian I know, to audiences outside of the US first. Irish bookmaker Paddy Power even took bets on what would happen in the episode. Sombreros, tequila, and cockfights. It's the happiest place on earth, according to Krusty.
You've taught me a valuable lesson.
I didn't mean to, I'm just chatty. I sold my business a few years ago and I miss talking to people.
And showed that the locals were no help whatsoever when Homer struggled with the language.
Are we in India yet?
No.
Are we in India yet?
No. Oh, wait. Now we are.
Canada.
But despite the mixed reception to the episode, the short-lived Fox backlot Australian had an attraction called The Simpsons Down Under.
Season 29's Throw Grandpa to the Dane is another episode tailored around the monkeys.
We said they could crash here in exchange for them being hilarious.
On nickname as the City of Love, with Homer and Marge taking a lovely moonlight stroll through the city streets. Its appearances include when the family headed south of the border when Bart was kidnapped by Sideshow Bob. Yes, if you couldn't tell by my accent, I am from the south of England. Famous for scones, Rio's tourism board received backing from the Brazilian government to actually sue Fox. Well, it had to be groundskeeper Willie joining them on their expedition to his homeland.
Oh, okay, that one definitely doesn't happen. Though our PMs are known for smashing a good schooner of beer.
All in all, The Simpsons portrayed the Cuban culture as being pretty relaxed in general.
Where Lisa winds up in Windsor, Ontario, after falling down Niagara Falls and becomes...
But even still, from an Irish perspective, it was a fascinating opportunity to see ourselves through the eyes of the greatest comedy series ever written.
Well, I'd like to return to Brazil, but I hear the monkey problem is even worse now.
But I don't know if it really does the best job. It's curious, sometimes it is more fun when Americans kind of lean into their own ignorance.
Meanwhile, Homer achieved short-lived enlightenment at a Buddhist monastery in South Korea.
And that bit where the Canadian news refers to Homer as former US astronaut Homer.
That the locals were far more intelligent than their new American employers. Brazil.
The reason why the writers went so heavy on the stereotypes is because they thought we Aussies could handle it.
And they weren't done trashing Brazil just yet, because in season 18, Lisa branded Brazil as the most disgusting place she's ever. During season 10's 30 Minutes Over Tokyo, Bart watched Battling Seizure Robots, which was an anime that...
A lot of great gags in that one. The Simpsons then visited my own hometown of Vancouver in season 21. Canadians' politeness.
Two young Yankee Doodles have turned this match into a dandy.
Ha!
Iceland. Antarctica.
According to writer-producer Mike Reese, the Simpsons staff were even condemned in the Australian Parliament.
But only actually 15 minutes to record the thing. In fact, he only really agreed to appear if...
When she kisses that jerk while I do all the work, that's him.
Hey, knock it off!
Excuse, not speak English.
This is probably a reference to cane toads, which were introduced to our country in 1935.
And the gag where the border officers who speak to Homer in his jail cell translate everything into...
In fact, they even thought about staying there.
Bart and Lisa are getting along. This country is calling to us.
Bean.
This is the most disgusting place we've ever gone. What about Brazil? After Brazil.
Dad, you can't stay in Cuba. For the first time in years, I feel young and healthy.
In fact, the episode was even promoted during Dublin's St. Patrick's Day parade. The family won a trip to Tanzania by finding a golden giraffe in an old box of... Denmark.
Sign that they pass when they enter Winnipeg, which I still constantly quote to any Winnipegger I ever meet.
Restaurant chains I never heard of.
Of a handsome kilt.
Can you believe I'm a size 4? Woo!
But Brazil was outraged by the show's implication that Rio is a poor, crime-ridden city filled with monkeys and At the end of season 25's YOLO, Homer was very briefly seen visiting Barcelona in Spain.
You've managed to survive on a crap hole island that looks like the moon and smells like rotten eggs.
Now, this season 5 episode only spent a few minutes in India, but Homer would eventually return as a god in season 17's. In fact, there are several jabs at Chinese censorship in this episode, which is ironic seeing as—
And not just because of Bart's outrageous bill for $900 dues.
French and English.
I am a big fat French idiot.
Je suis un grand, gros, hey.
On stereotypes, and when the family visits a nation, viewers can expect everyone to be mocked.
And in season 30, it revealed that Homer and Marge once joined a film crew in the 1980s of Chairman Mao.
He's like a little angel that killed 50 million people. Yes, you are.
And enjoy a good game of knifey spoony.
That's not a knife, that's a spoon.
All right, you win.
And The Simpsons really pulled no punches in the depiction of Chinese culture, with Homer literally strangling a panda cup. His famous paintings. It just shows a smidgen of France's talents and respect. Unfortunately, despite journeying to Mexico 3 times, The Simpsons have never spent too long in the country. In season 16's Goo Goo Gai Pan, Selma treated the family to a vacation in Beijing, China.
Everything.
Those frogs are eating all their crops!
Even allowing drug dealers, gangs, and poachers to freely walk into the country undisturbed. Parodied a Pokemon episode that caused some children to suffer epileptic seizures.
The Simpsons are going to Africa!
Yay!
They almost seem a little too hesitant to poke fun at nations nowadays. And me talking about all the times The Simpsons have visited the world.
Get ready for 2 weeks at the happiest place on earth, Tijuana!
And even though the days of bar brawls and river dancing may be over, The Simpsons still managed to squeeze in a joke or two about authentic.
Sadly, this didn't get very far. And for now, we're just stuck with a boring old Australian dollars.
They'd been a bit too harsh in Brazil. The family finally returned when Homer refereed at the World Cup.
Simpson.
Astronaut Homer Simpson was taken into custody.
Oh, my butt looks so huge during perp walks.
Didn't prevent it from being one of the show's lowest rated episodes.